I'm just scratching something. An itch. I'm so itchy. Welcome to the second chat confession stream where you've submitted this. What is your confession, my child? Horrendously bad habit of suggesting boots to people's thrown list with no intent of actually gifting them, especially pleaser thigh-high boots. I literally have been suggested thigh-high boots by this person, and I remember being like, why are there so many thigh-high boots on my thrown suggestions? I will not buy pleaser thigh-high boots! You should get them and show us. Okay, now you're the one. Why did you leave this one in? Ban this guy! Collect his email information! At age 21, I left my country to go live somewhere else in Europe. I didn't tell my friends or family. I maxed out my student credit card and overdraft limits, and took what little I had in savings and closed my Facebook contact info. It was 12 years ago. I've never been happier in my life. I sent a letter back home on my 30th birthday telling my parents the reasons to why and how I'm happy. I'm free of them. I never got any requests or responses from the bank either, so that was an easy way to rent a flat for— What? You fucking gamed the system, dude? Hold on a second. Wait, that's kind of big brain, right? My only motivation for getting better at drawing is a threat that I heard someone use once, which was along the lines of, I can draw you or your mom getting fucked by whatever I want. Don't piss me off. I can draw you pregnant. Also, I have over $3,000 worth of sex toys and equipment. What? $3,000? The sex machine 5,000! Turbo Gooner? I respect it. I killed 50 newborns. I have a long-time sub to you. I have a sub to British Turtle, and I once purchased a $50 item on my mom's phone many years ago and got saved by a possible delivery to the wrong house, or it got stolen. Shout out to the base robber for possibly saving my life. You can probably guess who I am. How am I supposed to guess this? 2 truth and 1 lie. Purchased a $50 item on my mom's phone many years ago. Why your mom's phone? Should I say if you're forgiven? No, I'm gonna do that thing like the virtual forgiveness. And then you like fly away. You are forgiven. So when I was in boot camp, I spent a long time in the sick platoon with severe pneumonia. One day the guy that got me sick ended up in the sick platoon, so that night I peed just a little bit in his canteen and then I beat him up the next night in my defense. What? Huh? Why did you do that? Oh, the guy that got me sick. Sorry, I read it wrong. You are forgiven, although the flogging will continue until morale improves. When I was 11, me and a group of friends were having dares with each other at the park in the night. A lot of stupid stuff for people that age, as we all know. Then one of my friends grabbed a cup filled up with water and grabbed a dog shit from the ground and poured onto it several times, like if it was a tea bag. He gave the cup to me and said, if you drink this, I'll give you $50. I didn't think twice. I drink it, wanting so much to throw up. $50! Somehow I managed to drink everything. Everyone was looking shockingly at me, probably because I did or because of how stupid I was for doing it. Anyways, he gave me the $50 and I went home. Next day, of course, I woke up so sick that I had to go to the hospital because I got a massive stomach infection. Which made me stay 2 weeks at the hospital! In the end, I do regret doing it back then. Yes, I could ask for $100 instead of just taking his 50. 100! Your hospital bill is gonna be like thousands! Unless you're not American, then you're good. But the hospital bill's gonna cost you more than that. You could still offer me legit $1 billion and I wouldn't have done it. Okay, I don't know about that. I would take 2 weeks in the hospital to have $1 billion. Come to Canada? I heard there's no Mexican food in Canada and I can't live without that. I'm just saying. Taco Bell! I did not just say Taco Bell when I was talking about Mexican food. You did not. It's not Mexican food! Hey Onigatas, it's me again, the panty thief. I don't want to do this anymore. Before I continue to my confession, I just wanted to say that Chad accused me of taking my panty stealing story off Reddit, which isn't true. I actually did that shit. Also, last time, you wanted an update on if I'm still stealing panties, and the answer is no. Oh my god, he's reformed, guys! Oh my god, he's reformed! Now, my confession today is from the age of 13 until I moved out of my parents' house. Almost every time I'd jack off, I'd Minecraft on my sheets and press my blanket on it, and then just go to bed. I would do absolutely no form of cleanup. For some reason, I believed that if I put the blanket directly on where I had Minecrafted, then I couldn't possibly get covered in my own Minecraft overnight. Occasionally, I would move even before falling asleep and get cold Minecraft all over my stomach. So I don't know why I never thought that did anything. My parents definitely saw the stains on my bed, and my dad told me to clean up after myself several times, but I never cared to stop. How could you possibly top stealing underwear with this?
This shit would have went to the grave with me.
Tell me, Cleo, I would just sleep in unwashed Minecraft covered bedspread every night. Sounds like actual Minecraft
F that. God himself would not get this information out of me during Judgment Day.
I would sleep in unwashed Minecraft covered bedspread every night. I didn't have a mattress cover either, just sheets. So it also soaked into the stained mattress. Finally, after moving out, I started keeping a towel under my bed to Minecraft on instead of just blasting over my sheets. I washed it like once every 2 weeks. Why? I'm gonna spoot! Yeah, Chad, boobs are so fucking cool. Asses are cool too, but not everybody has a juicy ass. I don't know if I can fix them, chat. I think it's beyond repair. One time I stubbed my toe really hard and I said the fuck word really loudly. Am I going to heck? You're not forgiven. Yes, you're going to heck. You're not forgiven. What are you fucking waiting for, chatter? What are you waiting for? You viewers think that you want a controlling girlfriend. You want a controlling Dami Mommy in your life until she absolutely scrutinizes every single thing you do until you get from the moment you get out of bed. You're not even gonna be able to brush your teeth unless I fucking tell you to. Ooh, you want a goth girlfriend so bad until I ask for your blood and my vile necklace. If there are people in my chat room that want to give me money, of course I'm not gonna fucking say no. I just want you to be in my chat. That's all I want. The most I could probably ask is that you just share my stream. I don't really know. If this is a confession, you are forgiven. A long time ago during my service in the military, there were several guys in my platoon that would regularly screw with me. Am I reading a yaoi right now? Things that include, but were not limited to, pouring very expired Gatorade protein shake in my mouth while I was sleeping. Wait, that's so funny. Wait, you're giving me ideas. Or dusting my boots and various other articles of my uniform with itching powder. Oh my god, I hate the word. I hate that word. I'm gonna start scratching my arms right now. One day while I was at the gym with a few other guys, I saw that they were leaving, and on their way to the shower tent, I decided to get very even. I crept into the tent while they were all showering, took out my icy hot stick. I don't know if they make these anymore, but I think of it as like a deodorant stick of icy hot, and proceeded to lay it on a thick application to their boxers and undies, right where the gooch is, the ass crack, and right below the band above the ass. I took their clothes except for the undergarments and put them across the road. Folded neatly, of course, because I'm not a monster after all, and waited at the latrine, the toilet next to the tent. The screams and seeing them run out of the tent in their undies in front of everyone who might have been outside at the time was worth it. That is so fucking crazy, dude! Are you fucking serious? Stealing someone's clothes and then making them like walk across a certain area while they have to be naked or like barely clothed. That's so fucking funny. You are forgiven, and actually you're promoted to assistant. I used to have an active Reddit account for a couple years. I don't use it anymore, but I still have sinned greatly. What's the sin? Back in high school, my nephew was visiting and I was gaming with friends and swearing a lot. I didn't realize my nephew walked in and my brother was blamed for the words he heard. Still clear to this day. Dude, literally I had one like this last time, but it was way worse. It was like someone and their boss. It's like somebody like got blamed for something at work and or something like that, and then the coworker, and then the boss got mad at the coworker, and then the person confessing was like, I'm not I'm not gonna correct them. You are forgiven. One time when I was younger, about 5 to 7 years old, my younger brother and I used to get into arguments a lot. One day, I was really mad at him and wanted to get back at him for getting me in trouble. I forgot why, but it was really petty. I took his toothbrush, spit in it, and used it to clean the toilet, and put soap in it so he'd brush his teeth with dirty, soapy toothbrush, along with his toothpaste. Fun part is he never found out about it to this day or refused to speak on it. Wait, I did this to my brother too! I had a tea-set that was given to me by my grandmother, and then my brother was really mean to me that day. So I was like, I brought you some tea, haha, and it was fucking, I served him toilet water. And then I was so bold. I literally told him to his face. I was like, haha, you just drank toilet water. And he was so fucking mad. He started throwing shit at me. We're not that different, chatter. Sometimes I forget to apply the FC actions for my FC and hope my officers do it for me. That is not, that's fine, chatter. We're talking about a freak company in 14. Final Fantasy 14 meme. It's like it's a guild. Literally, I'm an officer. Actually, I'm an owner of the FC I have, even though it's literally just me in there. I used to steal Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the stores. Take the good cards out, reseal it with crap cards, and then reseal them and sell them to. Take the good cards out, reseal the Corpa clap. Anyways, Shadow, you were forgiven.
Forgiven.
So about 6 or 7 years ago, I was talking to a girl via Discord. All right, chat. She had a boyfriend and they had a kid together. Her boyfriend was away all day long to... Oh, no. Her boyfriend was away all day long to go to work while she would stay at home and take care of the kid. But one day she traveled to meet someone. And we met up... Okay, and we met up on our way back home just to hang out, dude. We also decided that she would stay the night at my place. Since it would be stupid for her to keep driving home in the middle of the night. Well, one thing led to another, and the next thing I know, we were making out on my couch, like full-on tongues in each other's mouth type of kissing. She kept on insisting that she only doing this to get my confidence up or some shit. What? Confidence up some shit, but it never felt like she meant it. She later admitted on that night, such as jerking it, while thinking about me multiple times among a bunch of other things. The rest of the night, she kept on flirting with me and pulling me close, but not too close, if that makes any sense. The only line we didn't cross was having sex or touching each other overly sexually. Well, the only thing close to that was me getting feel of her boobs. Boobs! Boobs! Keep in mind we weren't old enough to drink alcohol yet, so there's no being drunk to have an excuse for doing any of this. Honestly, I don't know why I even went along with this. Anyways, after she left and got back home, a week or two goes by and we're messaging about what happened that day. One day she starts getting pissed off at me because her boyfriend somehow read her messages. Ooh! She got mad at me because we did that shit. She later said she spent 2 or 3 days convincing him that nothing happened. After that, we started talking less, and since then we've lost contact. I've lost contact with her. Woo! Drama! TLDR, I was the person someone was cheating on the significant other with. Like physically and or emotionally. I've been confused by women ever since and scared by them for multiple reasons from this interaction. Sorry this is long mess, jumbled up words. I've never told anybody else about this before. I feel like, for one, everybody makes mistakes, okay? You are in the wrong because you knew that she had a boyfriend. Her getting mad at you is like giga wrong. I guess I can sympathize. You really liked somebody and like you were kind of like emotionally taking advantage of. I've never done anything with somebody that I knew was with a person because I would never like, I don't know, I don't think I would have put myself in that position, but I understand that you were vulnerable. That's what I'm thinking of. My advice to pretty much everybody looking for a relationship is to stop looking. Oh yeah, also another piece of advice is don't look on Valorant. I'm regrettably a web/light novel reader. I've read so much trashy shit that have reincarnated, regressed, transported, and system in the title. I hate just about everyone I read nowadays, so I'm just gonna write my own novel now. That's my true sin and confession. Solatis signed off on it! If you're looking for specific tags, I recommend going to Archive of Our Own, okay? You want some fanfics? But yeah, writing is cool. Go for it, dude. Why are these people confessing that they'll give me money? You want permission? Do it then! The economy. Shadow, you're forgiven. Might need to be more responsible with your money. I am Nitori. Protagonist takes away someone's love interest. Enjoyer. I don't condone any form of cheating in real life. If you do it, you're a bad person and should never... Is this a dig at the previous chatter? Never be able to get into any other type of relationship ever. The previous chatter's like, if it's a fantasy setting, I understand because my favorite trope is enemies to lovers. If I don't like someone, like, I don't like them. There used to be a time where I would talk over others in a call. So a friend of mine hatched a plan to control these impulses by saying she could train such a habit away with a clicker. I didn't believe her at the time, but to this day, I hear the click of something as I'm talking. I'll immediately fall silent like a trained dog. What? Since that point, my penchant for talking about others has been squashed. But I'm afraid there are other consequences involving an appreciation from pet play from now beyond the norm. That's so fucking funny because I fucking thought of that immediately when you said it. I was like, I would love to train someone like a dog. That gives the pats. I wish you luck, chatter, if you're ever in an aisle with people testing out pins. I must confess that Hannah truly steals all my breath. I might even pass out from seeing her on stream. Also, chat, make sure to type buh in chat if buh. / me steals all of your breath in your lungs. You're forgiven, chatter, I think. I once drop-kicked my cousin's best friend into a wall corner because I thought he kissed my girlfriend. He was unable to walk for You drop-kicked someone? You thought? Wrong person too? Bro caught the worst stray possible. Yeah, how do you go from like, how does that work? You drop-kicked him out of nowhere? Permanent paralyzed. What is your confession, my darling? I think JoJo memes are cringe. I can understand to some degree. The Caesar one is like, oh, I get it. Oh my god, Caesar. Yeah. Oh my god, is that a JoJo reference? That shit's really weird. Dio one's because he has a huge gat. True. Confession is I lied to one of my female friends about doing the deed with her for the first time. For context, my friend is awkward to the highest degree and can be odd-putting it nicely. At 26, she still hasn't been with anyone and got upset one night when our friend group went for food and drinks, and she got really twisted and asked me when we were getting the next round for everyone to be her first with no strings. Holy shit, my brain had a crazy skip. Not gonna lie, I was shocked. Even while being tipsy myself, I just said yes, and she got all excited. So we get a taxi home much later, get to her place, and head inside. She says she's gonna freshen up in the bathroom, so I wait in her room, fast forward 20 minutes and knock on the door to see if she's okay. She's out cold, head in the toilet. I shake her and ask if she's okay. Her response is, can you pick me up and tuck me in? I'm sleepy. I'm in hysterics at her response. Hysterics? At her response, say okay, and manage to get her in bed. Then I turn off the light, text my guy friends what happened, and head home. Next day, she's telling all the girls about what she thinks happened about me carrying her to the bed, which is true, and other details. She's convinced things happened when it didn't, and she's been more outgoing and confident in herself since. And I don't know whether not to tell her, as much as I don't want to hurt her. She's thankful for the experience, so I think a little white lie won't hurt. So please forgive my. Oh my god! She thinks that you guys had sex, and she's like really confident about it. Because she slept with someone. So you did the right thing. That's a good one. Good one. Good chatter. But gaslighting the self-confidence, that's so crazy. I don't know. Kudos for you, chatter, for keeping strong and not sleeping with somebody while you're both intoxicated. That's usually a bad idea. When I was just a kid at camp, me and some friends decided it would be funny to put laxatives in the sweet tea that everyone drank. Everyone's so devious. Not only was there a lot of people that drank the tea, but we also put icy hot on one of the What is with the icy hot? We also put icy hots on the toilet seats because of that, some people ended up shitting all over themselves from not getting to use the restroom. A wholesome one? Yeah, a wholesome one. You're forgiven, chatter. That's fucking hilarious. Please let this be true because that's so fucking funny. I once had a dream about getting pegged by Captain Hannah. Me too, bro. Follow my Twitter. Read the dojin. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. I must come clean, Captain. A few years ago, late at night, I became curious. Never having done it before. I lacked the proper tools, but that didn't stop me. Murder? I grabbed some Q-tips and lube to experiment with sounding? Sounding? No, chat, no. He's talking about stereo systems, okay? If you don't know what that is, all I say is that it hurt to pee for days afterwards. I'm no longer curious and ask for forgiveness. Dude, as long as you're fine, it's okay. You're forgiven, chatter. I hope your pee-pee's doing okay. When I get bored, I use character AI to talk and RP with my favorite character, waifus. Mostly ladies and WLW. WLW! Yeah! I literally am making the yeah face right now. Yeah! Mostly ladies and WLW RPs. I'm lonely. And I will also say I like ladies that are intimidating. And no, not just tsunderes. I mean ladies who are strong or military-esque ladies. Oh! One example is Erza from Fairy Tale. Natsu! Muscle military Bobby. Now that you've mentioned it, a friend of mine probably wants to look up Sebastian Stardew Valley character AI. It's not me though. I'm clean of the impure thoughts. Basically, at my old hotel job, I was going into the elevator when one of my supervisors at the time joined me in too. Before the doors closed, they forgot to get something in the laundry room, which was connected to the elevator we were in. They told me to hold the door for them so they can get it. Despite how clear they said the instructions to me, and how quick they were to get back, I still decided to leave them behind and ride the elevator without them. To this day, I have no idea why I couldn't just wait like 15 seconds for them and do a good thing. I wanted to, but for some reason, I just didn't. It's as if there were dialogue options that I could choose and I accidentally chose the wrong one and accepted my actions. What's worse is that they called me in to tell me about my behavior, acknowledging it, and telling me to make sure to be more aware. What? Even though they were cool with it, I chose the wrong option again and decided to defend myself, justify my actions that they were clearly not justified, at least to me, making the situation slightly more awkward. All in all, they still forgive me since it wasn't a big deal and we went on with our days, with me making sure I hold the door next time it happens again. I still felt a little bad doing this, so can you forgive this soul? Am I wearing a bib? No, it's not a fucking bib! What are you talking about? This is a ruffly part of the costume. It's not a fucking bib. It's fucking funny. LOL. I laughed. I lulled. Kitty! I've let my masochism get so out of control that I can't get too excited unless a woman calls me harsh things or threatens to hurt me. Shatter! You're in the right place, fucking bitch! At the same time, I'm either far too embarrassed to ask a woman if they want to treat me that way, or my praise kink keeps me invested in being given affection instead of mistreatment by others. These feelings have only gotten worse the more time passes. I've gotten scared of the idea of going to nearby conventions or hangouts because I worry. Don't bully me, I'll come! Because I worry I might throw out a crazy request that satisfies either of those feelings. Is there any way for me to escape this subby prison? No, you're fucked, Chatter. Yeah, you're pretty normal for this, Chatter. You're good. Next, I don't draw you enough anymore, and I'm sorry, from Red Ski. Red Ski! Okay, Ben Redski. I'll walk around with raw meat shoes, pretending I'm Godzilla, then I eat those shoes when I'm done. You eat it raw? If you want to satiate this primal instinct in you, Chatter, you can just get an orange, take it into the shower, and then just eat it with no hands. I mean, please at least cook it, dude. At least cook it, man. I think I might be unironically a little into feet. Is there a way back to the light from here? Can I be saved? You fucking signed off on it! You signed off on it! If you read this Kuro in chat. Oh, Kuru. Oh my god, you signed off on it. That's crazy. You're wild for this. However, I see the appeal, okay? Because there's been some bitch-ass ugly feet. What? That's so crazy. Your feet are beautiful, ma'am. And... However, if you position it being funny, I will laugh.
You were drooling while thinking about feet. See, that bib came in handy.
No! This is you, chat. I have to wash my blanket weekly because it gets stiff. Stiff from what, Chatter? At least you fucking wash it, okay? The other guy, take notes from this guy, okay? Wash your shit! When you Minecraft all over it! I'm in middle school. Recently got kicked out of my lunch group I always sit with, and I'm sitting in the middle of the lunchroom. A girl sat at my table with me, and we get to talking for a little bit. Once lunch ends, she asks me out, and I say no because we just met. Whoa! After that, we became somewhat friends. Fast forward to the summer, and she's moved away, and whenever we text, she asks me to be her boyfriend. Eventually, I complied. That lasted 24 hours. She asked me for a picture of my abs. Huh? Back then I was not confident in my body and this simple task made me uncomfortable, so we broke up after a day. Fast forward a few years later to when I get Instagram on my phone. Guess who was my first follower? Bingo, it was her. Oh my god. They saw the glow up. Yeah, legit. I mean, I feel like everybody had a glow up. I never had such desires before, but lately I've had a strong desire to have my crush's spit covered all over me? Like lotion? You need someone to macho freak for real, dude. I can't say that I've never kicked someone's face and spit before. I'm just saying. I mean, my friend told me that.
All right.
I like thighs. Wow, chatter! I love kissing hot women, but am a woman myself. What should I do? What guidance can you offer? Kiss me then! I have women viewers. Where are they? Where are you? Find a woman to kiss. I'm not really sure. I absolutely know that you'll find one though. I don't use Twitch Prime on Twitch TV/Shanghai Rule. You fucking don't, dude! You fucking think that you come. But you're only getting off this time. Not going to lie. I excessively jork my shit to NSFW VTuber art. Generic dojins and hentai just don't do it anymore. Is that reasonable? Or is it giga? Peepo sus. I guess. I mean, I'm kind of curious to know, like, why VTuber only? When my dad retired when I was 14, he took me and my family on a trip to California to visit old family friends and celebrate. One of his friends had a ranch that we stayed at for a week with his best friend, who we'll call George, and his family. My dad and George were so close that I always called him my uncle, and his daughter, who we'll call Rose, my cousin. My dad and George put me and Rose in the same bedroom, with separate beds. My first few nights were nothing special. We just caught up and played games, but every night as Rose and I were going to sleep, we would play Truth or Dare with each other. Oh, Jesus Christ. Each night, Rose's dares kept getting more and more sexual, until one night she dared me to take off my pajama pants. I ain't a pussy, so I did. Then I dared her to give me a, what? So she climbed out of bed and did so. Next, the same, oh my God, the next night the same thing happened, except this time she sat on my chest with her, oh my God. We repeated the Truth or Dare every night until the trip ended. I never got to return the favor. This is my first and only sexual encounter I have, and I believe it's because of my oral fixation. Oh my God, no, but oh my, you're not forgiven. It sucks it back. Wait, no, not suck, fuck! I have a hair fetish. Curly, brushed out hair is a big turn. So if they're like super tight curls, you're like, nah, but they have to be brushed out. That's very particular. I think I still love my ex. The other day I spent 3 hours on a call with her and we were catching up. I don't know what to do. Ooh, my God, that one is a toughie. Yeah, they're an ex for a reason. You should not call her. I confess that I am more than one episode behind in One Piece. Oh, okay, me too, dude. I'm behind too. I'd just be reading it. I had a dream that my friend bought me as a pet and I liked it. Damn, dude, okay. Was there treats after? Treat? I always was lazy and neglected my health for a while. I never really exercised, but I started to take care of my health again, not just because of a health scare, but because of Yuzu when she was on her fitness arc. Oh my God, yippee! Fitness arcs! It really fucking helps. I'm not saying gym cures like depression and shit, but like sometimes touching grass is like super giga. My mom always tells me that like when you're in your house and like you have all four walls around you, like your problems seem bigger. So when you go outside and there's a skybox outside, when you're in a larger skybox, you have less problems because nothing is suffocating you. Kitty! Hi, Kitty! Oh! Hi, Kitty! Glorp. I have become so down bad that I've imagined multiple times our captain as a giant and dived into her massive breasticles, as I can no longer contain myself. I've also written some fanfics during our favorite Oni captain as a giant and wish there were more art of her as a giant. Again, forgive me. I'm just that down bad. There's art out there if you want it, Chatter. You just gotta look for it. You can bite me. She's doing it. I love chat too much. I can't stop thinking about chat. Chat is hot. And I want to and chat all day long. Okay, I guess you're okay too, Hamma. You think this is some sort of fucking joke? Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. My wallpaper at work was Haruka for a few years, which made me the VTuber guy. The VTuber guy? You're the VTuber guy at work? That's kind of fucking based, dude. These people on the screen watch VTubers. You are forgiven, VTuber guy. Holy fuck! Anyways, wait. Can I do this? This is gonna fall. Whoa, dude, that was so crazy. Some people hate me for this, but I was once in a long distance relationship with a guy who was in the army. He was actively flirting with someone on Facebook and I called him out. He tried to gaslight me about it, so I contacted a former FWB and hooked up because I was angry about the guy I was dating. We were only dating a brief period of time and it was the only time I ever cheated, but I feel like it was justified since I had proof. I was in my late teens, early 20s at the time, lol. I mean, like, no? They were just flirting with somebody? That's still like fucked up, but like, why did you have to go all out? That's kind of crazy. He was flirting, so you sat on a... That's so wild. Why? Dude, why? No. That went from 1 to 100. You live and you learn, dude. I once slept with a cop's wife because I hate cops that much. They divorced 4 months later, and every time I think about it, I smile. It motivates me to get out of bed most days. Time to start my day. I fucked that guy's wife! Oh, yeah! Day started. I used to be a serial shoplifter. And not when I was a kid. When I was a grown-ass man who should have known better. I went for months, mostly just stealing candy or small food items. I didn't need them, but it was purely for the thrill. I only stopped after a security guard at one place caught me and decided to let me go, saying, "Hey, since this is food, I'll look the other way, but please don't do it again." If you see somebody like stealing diapers or like baby food at Walmart, like, no you didn't. Mind your business. I understand, but this is not why this is not what I'm defending. The thrill is super funny though. Like, I totally understand what you mean. I get it. Your confession.
Forgiven.
I cursed and said damn in 1958 when I saw my husband being shot in the head by a rotten burglar. Is that unreasonable? And should I go to hell for that? And I really like candy corn. Like, I go out of my way outside the holidays to find a bag and will consume half a pound of the stuff in one sitting. Crucify me, I don't care. Wherever I go after death, I will be munching on some yummy little candy corns cat eat. Eternal damnation! Reverend Nun Hannah. During childhood at kindergarten, there were these shiny round pebbles that I found very pretty, to the point I took a few home, aka stealing. What? Out from outside? I have felt bad about it ever since, even now almost 30 years on. I'm essentially criminal scum, begging for forgiveness. What's that episode of SpongeBob? That's you, dude. Go to jail. Okay, time's up. When I was 12 years old, my mom took me to visit a family friend back when I was addicted to play MapleStory. So when I got dragged to her friend's house, I had to sit around for hours doing nothing. So I got mad and I went to their bathroom and poured out all their makeup bottles, small ones, and That's so expensive, you bratty little fuck. More of a Gaia online player. If you just like sat here and ate like a bunch of vitamins, like would you just get better? I'm not clicking this. I know it's Fat Squirrel.
A fat squirrel, like a seriously obese squirrel, the fattest of squirrels, Giga Squirrel. The squirrel is also wearing a bib.
See? Good one. Ooh, you're so funny. I had a one-night stand with the cutie short-stacked MILF in my hotel room and had unprotected hand-holding and safe segs with lube from the nighttime until morning non-stop. Unleapops. What? Yeah, and I'm a fucking millionaire, dude. Yeah, and everybody did this. During the initial COVID lockdown, I was really bored and decided to play Raid Shadow Legends. Unironically, I ended up spending around $1,300 around the course of 10 months of playing it. It brings me deep shame and I will take this to the grave with me, only sharing this anonymously. What if I get a Raid Shadow Legends, like, stream, chatter? That was the last one. Thank you for your contributions, chat. And your chat confessions. I think the best ones were the ones where people were talking about the pranks. Those are really fucking funny.